Yeah, it was. It was a little bit. It was a messy first 20 from us. I don't know. Maybe the playoffs and our handling wasn't great, and we just weren't quite on. But again, like's been the case a few times this year, we're able to regroup and just focus back in. Our scrum wasn't quite right, etc., and our ball handling. So to be able to regroup in and take a little bit of control, and I felt we had some good momentum leading into half time, and really important that we come out at the start of the second half and continue to apply pressure, which we did really well. And and I thought we looked pretty, once we got rid of some silly discipline issues, I thought our defence looked really solid all night, so really stoked around that part of the game.
Beauden, will that be a similar assessment for you once you got through, I suppose, that first kind of 20 minutes and managed to string a few phases together? Did it start to feel like it was flowing a bit more naturally?
There's a bit of sort of feeling and finding our way in that first 25, and once we got into it and did a few basics well, then we got a bit of momentum and we started feeling comfortable in what we were doing. So like Leon said, our defence was really good. At least we worked hard on the back of a few mistakes and scrambled really well when we needed to. We need to be a bit more clinical. It is dewy out there, but we need to find ways to be better and minimise those simple mistakes.
Leon, losing Dalton was obviously not ideal. Can you just give us an assessment of how long you expect him to be out for and what sort of blow that is for you guys?
Yeah, with my medical degree, I'm sort of expecting him to be back tomorrow, really. No, obviously it was a bit of a little bit of an emergency, quick operation with his appendix. So he came in and spoke to the boys before kick-off, which was just probably highlights how passionate he is around this team and group. And we obviously want him back as soon as possible, but we'll be guided by the doctors, and I don't know how long that will be, unfortunately.
Leon, was the red card a bit of a turning point in respect to that? I guess, your team had to be good enough to kind of take advantage of that, and did you think we did that one?
Yeah, we did. We didn't initially, and I think in time we did. And I suppose that was always going to be a risk of you could tell the mindset for them was to be really physical in that breakdown area and come at us there. And you're rolling the dice with the laws and the refs around getting that right. If you get it slightly wrong, if you're coming in and being really aggressive in that tackle space like they were early on, like I said, you run a risk. So, we weren't happy with our discipline. I thought we gave away a couple of silly penalties, and discipline's going to be big in the playoffs, and that's an area where we probably will talk about a little bit Monday.
Did you get any chance to assess what was just happening in some of those scrums?
Well, in the end, our scrum was good. In the start, it wasn't, and they would have had some strategies that they probably attempted on us. But again, I'll speak to the specialists in that area as well. But again, it was an area that we weren't happy with, especially on, and we weren't able to get momentum with it at all. We're under pressure there.
Beauden, was it good to, I guess, see the back line kind of express itself, particularly the back into the first half and into that sort of second half, some of the handling skills and stuff? Was that a bit upside of today?
Yeah, when we got a little bit of go forward on the back of some good carries, we saw some guys shine, and we had opportunities on the back of that. So it just came down to us doing the basics well initially to give us those opportunities, and it took a while to find our way to do that. But we got there in the end, and we see guys like Roger, and I thought Rico's distribution was really good tonight, and it's come a long way. So all the guys in the back line have a lot of talent, so we just try and get the ball to space and let them shine. He's hard to handle at the moment. He's really decisive, and I'm just stoked for him.
Leon, whether it's the Hurricanes or Brumbies, is there an expectation you have to lift again for a semi-final?
Yeah, definitely. We played the Brumbies a couple of weeks ago, and that was a torrid game. There was a lot, probably, especially around the breakdown area. They were brutal in there. So either game, the Hurricanes or the Brumbies, is going to be a big game for us. some of the things that we did tonight we probably wouldn't get away with next week. So we're expecting a good thorough review, and we want to review really well and honestly. And big week for us this week to get it right and at home again. So yeah, exciting.
Are you any chance to get Caleb back next week, or is it probably another week?
If we did, more unlikely. I think he isn't quite. It'd be a push.
What did he do? Was it a head knock?
Yeah.
Just on AJ's effort coming off the bench?
Yeah, fantastic. I thought he was brilliant. He competed really well in the air. He defended well. He was physical. He was able to shrug a few tackles and get over the gain line for us. And I suppose the game against the Waratahs gave him some extra minutes, and a few guys were able to come on to off the back of that game and come off into the squad and do a good job for us. So. Zane come off the bench and put a nice little kick in and put a few good tackles in. So some good confidence there from guys coming off the bench.
Are you feeling pretty good in your own game at the moment? Just little things like the show and go, pace off the mark. Seems like you're feeling pretty good.
When I stay engaged and maximise my involvement, so I feel good. The challenge is not to drift and limit those options. So it's an ongoing work on, and obviously being the link between the forwards and the backs gives the whole team those opportunities to keep teams honest in defence. So yeah, that's where I think tonight I didn't get it right all the time, so I need to be hard on myself and stay active, and generally feeling pretty good, but yeah, I'll be hard on myself when I look at the tape.
And it's the unexpected role of the captaincy. How did you find that? And I guess also a bit of a playoff run here, had a number of games at Eden Park, but for the Blues, something new.
Absolutely, yeah. It's when I found out about Port Dalt's yesterday, it was an initial shock, but we rallied in together well and just got on with it. So yeah, it's an exciting challenge for me personally, and look, I'm well supported. Got plenty of great leaders in the team, and obviously got great coaches as well. So yeah, we're just stoked to win this first finals game and give ourselves another opportunity next week.
Leon, is it easy enough to shut out the outside noise around favourites tags and stuff like that getting into playoffs?
We speak about it. We just it's really important that we just stick to what's worked for us, and that's been a real day by day focus and training by training and getting better, because that's our best way of getting to a final, and we understand that it's a formula that works for us, and I suppose the extra external noise is starting to amp up a little bit, and even more reason for us to really hone in on what's important. And for us now, it's about recovering really well, and it's going to be survival of the fittest. The three brutal playoff games is going to take its toll on every team, and there's going to be a lot of injuries and a lot of guys needing to be ready to go. So we'll enjoy tonight because it was a nervy week. Quarterfinals are a really tricky game, I suppose, and now we know that we're in a semi-final, so we're excited about that.
Leon, has Roger exceeded even your expectations? He got his first try for the Blues tonight, and again, we're pretty sharp, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just starting to play with a lot of freedom now. I think he's not thinking about where he should be standing and what a spiral pass feels like, and not playing the ball he's thinking about playing rugby, and he's starting to get his eyes up, and he gets excited when the ball's around him, and he wants to play, and that's really, that's great. It gives guys like Beauden the confidence to let it go, and now he's starting to become quite demanding of people around him when they're not moving quickly or calling for the ball. So I thought tonight's another step forward for him, and we need him to be that player. We need him to really stand up, and his leadership skills that he's showing with the Warriors, he's able to start bringing that confidently to the Blues now.
Blues, were you surprised Rico gave you that pass?
Yeah, I was. I seriously was, and I thanked him for it after, and I'll thank him again, and just let him know it was well received.
I was just going to say, Beauden, is the combination with Roger starting to feel a lot more natural week in, week out now?
Yeah, certainly. What I'm getting is a lot more solutions, feedback on that, rather than it only being one way. It is a two-way thing, and it's great. It just shows how well he's understanding the game now, and I think Rico's been a great help with him too. Just offering his advice, and I'm just happy to see Rog develop the way he has.